Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story? Let's find out. I hope you're doing great. I have been doing pretty good. I've been loving you guys' energy. I feel like you guys are all making such huge strides, and that's very encouraging. And I love this because I was hoping it was going to be, I was getting this fiery energy. So this is my someone's coming in passion card. It's the Page of Wands, but in this deck, it's a very provocative pose. And someone wants to offer you their wand. It doesn't have to be a wand, if you know what I mean. It can be, if you're a guy, it can be, you know, something else. Or if you're different, you know, whatever that invitation is, something that's coming forward. And it's coming in hot and heavy. It's coming in quickly. I'm loving this. Okay, I have not done a love reading in quite a while because it hasn't come out, but it's coming out hot and heavy. We got the Page of Wands, which I said, ooh, she's hot and spicy offering that. And there is a lot of passion here. This is great energy. I love this. This is just really exciting. So I really wanted to do this reading. I was like, I was waiting for my child to get a hold of me. And then you got the Hierophant. I always say that wrong, but that's not what's important. Maybe that's the thing here, like not being stuck on the way things are supposed to be, on the way they have to be, on rules. This is the number 5. That's about change. So this passionate connection that's coming in is, maybe it doesn't have to follow the same rules as you have had about other relationships. Maybe you didn't meet in a way that you typically do. Maybe the person's different. Maybe they're the instigator and you're used to being the one, you know, to make a move on someone, or vice versa. Maybe you're usually the one to pull back and they're coming in. And man, then the sun. Oh man, this is going to be spicy and hot. This is some hot energy. Look at this. Look at this. Like, wow. Like, this is some exciting energy. So let's get some clarity on the Hierophant. Oh, okay. The 3 of Cups. So this could be about, like, what other people think. They might be going like, oh, you know, or it's a third party situation. Like maybe, maybe, let's see. I want to look at these cards a little bit. Maybe you were like really stuck in, you know, this relationship has to lead to the relationship I go into. It immediately has to be about marriage. It has to be about a long-term commitment. And because what are people going to say? They're going to gossip. They're going to say this and that. It's not like I'm only going out with this person because this is going to lead to marriage. This is going to lead to a certain kind of structured relationship. And this is saying, okay, let them talk. Because when the truth is that they're just trying to cast shade on a relationship that is just awesome. It is full of light. It is full of happiness. It's making you feel like a kid again. So, you know, they're going to talk. When people are happy, often people don't want them to be, because then they're like, oh, you're not available for me. Oh, you're going to lose yourself. And you're actually finding yourself because you're finding what really makes you happy. It's making you feel like a kid. That's the best kind of relationship. That's the best kind of love. You don't want to feel all stuffy and, you know, you don't want to feel, these are just like total opposite. Like, look at this stuffy guy and look at this child. Like, what a difference. What energy do you want to be in? You know, like they just wish they had a relationship like this coming in. They just don't even want you to be happy. Lame. Okay. Ooh, yeah. The Empress. Oh my gosh. The Sun and the Empress. Look at her. Ooh, she's feeling good. This is going to be a very, very sensual relationship. A very, like, whew, this is hot. Like, I'm getting heated. with this, and the air conditioner is on, so it's not coming from the air like it was earlier. But you got the Page of Wands with this like come hither look, and like here you go, and then all this energy coming in, all this passion coming in, and then the Sun, and then the Empress. Look at all this energy. Ooh, it's like, yeah. Okay, let's get some clarification on the Empress. So we've got Leo, we've got Taurus. I don't know what the Hierophant is. So maybe that is maybe that's significant to you, because it keeps getting my attention. Like, okay, someone in authority is judging here. So maybe you have a parental person or someone around you, grandparent, even an older sibling, or, you know, I do see that it's like a group of people who are judging you here. They're judging and gossiping. Let their tongues wag, because you're busy. You're busy having a great time over here. So let's see. Let's see what else we get. That is a lot of cards. I just saw the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and that's moving away from emotional situations that are no longer working for you or pulling on your energy. So that's kind of popping up, like moving away from these kind of energies. The Tower. Wow, I think this is bringing a huge awakening to you. Like, you are having, I mean, a tower also here. Look, I'm just going to be real honest here. We have a lot of wand imagery, and if you look at this tower, it's exploding. If you get what I mean. Like, this is a pretty spicy reading, and this is going to fundamentally rock your world. It's going to just, like, you're not going to want to go back to that, because once you have this kind of passion, once you have this kind of love, once you have this kind of experience, nothing is ever going to be good enough. And I think a lot of people want to keep you stuck in, like, oh, a lack mindset, or this is the best you can get, because once you see that you can have so much more in life, you're never going to want to go back. And it's coming in quickly. Like I said, look at this roadster, this race car. It's fast. You are feeling feelings that you have never felt before. It is like coming in. If this person is already in your life, they've kicked it up a notch. They are like, oh, okay, hey, I want you. I want to be with you. And nothing's going to get in the way of you guys' interaction. This is going to cause a collapse of a lot of crap. A lot of crap that wasn't serving you. It wasn't making you happy. It was keeping you stuck. Who wants to be around a bunch of gossipy, stuck-up people? You know, if you have to, great. But they wanted to keep you stuck and silent and alone and, you know, in this water of just like thinking you have no options. But once you realize you do, and maybe you were going through a dry spell, maybe you were stuck in your emotions, and this person's coming in and they're like, bam, like, woo, my mind is blown. I mean, I really get that your mind's going to be blown here. And the Magician. This person really wants to do some magic with you. Man, I think it's worth it. I do not get anything bad about this relationship, except that there's some judgmental people, and it's going to cause some shakeups in your community, your life. But you know what? You're going to be sitting pretty. You're going to be feeling great, and yeah, I think you're going to enjoy the fireworks. So then we have the Hanged Man and the Four of Cups. If you don't go towards this relationship, if you don't welcome in all this passion and love and vitality because you're afraid of the Tower, you're afraid of their judgment, you're afraid of the gossiping, you're putting yourself in a self-imposed position of being stuck. You're going to be sad. You're like, don't let people take your joy. Don't let them put you in a prison. You know, you're free to make whatever decisions you want. If you don't want to be around these judgmental people, maybe this is a relationship that you've been in and it's making you feel stuck. They need to spice it up. They need to bring in the power. They need to bring in the fire. Show off who you are. Don't be afraid to shine light on the incredible person you are. Like, okay, if you've been hiding yourself under a whole bunch of layered clothes, this is saying, like, you know, like, look at this. Like, if you've been dressing dumpy and I'm sorry, but like dumpy, you know, shed that weight, shed those encumbrances, shed that, come into the light, really feel yourself, feel your passion. I mean, like, this could literally be about you finally showing the passionate person you are. Maybe you're showing the world your wand. I mean, not literally, don't do that. That's gross. But what I mean is that machismo, that confidence, that you know, maybe you've been trained to be demure and, you know, like dress in layers and put a hat right over your hair, and like nobody even knows what you look like under all that, because, you know, what are people gonna say? Well, look at them. They're not letting that stop them. They want you to be like this so they can actually shine, because as soon as you take all this off and the true you comes to light, the true you is just out there showing who you really are. And I don't mean you have to take off your clothes and literally show people who you are. What I'm saying is, like, let your light shine. Let it be out there. We are sexual beings. We are passionate animals. And if we hide that, we'll be miserable. We can't create if we don't embrace our true light, our passion. If we do not embrace our desires and our just like animal instincts, if we don't actually let that be a part of our life, we also can't produce. Because you cannot produce if you're tamping yourself down, if you're keeping yourself restrained, if you're judging yourself for everything you do, if you're caring more about what people say and the gossip and what will the neighbors say, what will my family say, what will my friends say. If they loved you and cared about you, they'd want you to be your truest self. They'd want you to be passionate. They'd want you to be fiery. They'd want you to, you know, be your true self, of drive where you want to drive, of being who you want to be. They wouldn't want to see you like this. They wouldn't want to see you like this. If people love you, they're not going to take what makes you happy and leave you in a fog of feeling sad. That's not love. That's not support. That's not for your highest good. So anyway, I feel like this is a love reading. And, oh yeah, the Queen of Wands. Yes, I want you to hone in on your instincts, on your intuition of who you truly are. Take up that place. Like, who at your root are you? Like, show that to the world. I mean, are you going to live your whole life being, you know, living in the shadows, playing small? Or are you going to take, you know, jump in that sports car, take the wheel and drive like a badass? Yeah, I mean, that's fun. You've been working on yourself for a long time. Let the world see it. Let the world see how special you truly are. What really is your light? Like, you know, like I said, there's all these third parties, these family members, these people in your community who are going to judge you. They're going to like, oh, look what they've done. You know, gosh, they used to be such a nice person. They used to have such a good head on their shoulders. And now look at them. Ooh, boring, 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 boring. So, at least in my opinion, who knows? The Queen of Pentacles. And yes, like I see the same energy, like this here I am, this presenting yourself to the world to truly see who you are. You got the sun too. So this is like showing your light, showing it, bringing it forth into the world. You are this energy, this manifesting queen, this manifesting king, whatever energy you identify with, bring it forward. Bring it forward, or let that person bring it to you. Like, but accept this passionate life. Ooh, my throat's, they don't want me to talk about this. You know, these people around you want you to play small. They don't want you to take this passionate relationship. They don't want you to take this passionate offer because it's going to cause a tower in their life. Well, you're like, let it burn, baby. Let it burn. Let the constraints that I've been placed under burn. Who needs them? Yeah. Howl at the moon. Be your true self. Let it fly. Let your true, you know, weirdo fly. Like, let that be part of your life. Trust your instincts. You are a good person. You, just because you want to be a passionate person, just because you want to experience the world from an unrestrained place, just because you want to welcome in passion, just because you want to welcome in passion or be desirable, does not make you a bad person. That makes you human. That makes you a real, honest to goodness human. And being human in its truest form can be so beautiful. So I loved this energy. If this was your story about passion and love and, you know, welcoming that in and being your true self and letting it fly and, you know, howling under the moon, you know, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Turn on that little notification. But most importantly, come back. I love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Bye.